Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Video Game Therapy. This was going to be Minecraft therapy for a while, but for once in my life, I am not feeling Minecraft for some strange reason. I think I know why, but we're not going to go into that today. I just wanted to air some grievances. Just listen to me ramble. So, we're playing a game called Superflight, if you're wondering. But regardless, it's Saturday. I wanted to get this kind of video out every Saturday, but I kind of turned that into my optional day for uploads, in the sense that if I'm feeling recording video game therapy, if I feel like I need it, I'll do it. Maybe, I don't know, if someone asks questions, like the weekly slap or something that Jay Schlatt does. That was the inspiration for this. Maybe I do something like that. I just got an achievement called Call Me Dora. Okay. Because I explored, I guess. But yeah, it's been a lot. If you're from Minecraft and you're watching or you're listening, welcome. You might gonna get something from this. But yeah, it's Saturday night for me. We're like more than halfway through July, man. That's insane. I didn't need to go all the way down again. And it's not a gameplay commentary. It's Minecraft therapy. It's video game therapy, not Minecraft therapy. Yeah, I realized this with Oinkcraft, and then I realized it kind of broadens to really everything else. And that is, I have a pretty bad balance in things right now. I guess I'd call it work-life balance, but I'm not really in a job, so I don't know if I can say that I'm working. I want to say that I'm working and that I'm doing work, but I'm not. I am, but I'm working on projects. It's not work. I worked at a summer camp, but coronavirus, and so that's not running, and so I was out of a job, and so I'm prioritizing these things I've never been able to prioritize, and I'm still happy with that. I'm really excited to keep working on the lifestyle videos, the vlogs, if you will, the productivity videos. I love those. I hope that one day they can reach a lot of people, because I genuinely believe that from what I've, turned myself around for this past 11 months, I really did a lot for myself. And so I kind of refined it, and I put that knowledge into videos. And so I don't know. I just hope people can really get something from those. That's kind of my aim, right? Is use what I've learned to help other people who maybe haven't learned those same things, but can give them the realization. I had a conversation with someone a while ago on a programming, and if you're new to video game therapy, by the way, this is where I start with one problem, start talking about it, and then get off track. But anyway, I was talking with another person on a programming Discord server that I run, and they were talking about how they just didn't really enjoy programming for what it was. And I felt that I had been in the same dilemma before. I am technically still in that dilemma. I realized I don't want to work in big data. I was like, why am I doing computer science? And I started coding Minecraft plugins when I was like 12 or 13. And that's kind of what got me into coding. And so I, felt like I was good at it. And that's that's why I'm doing computer science. And then all this algorithm stuff, and it's great. I think it's super fascinating. But then I was kind of like, why am I doing this? I lost my why, and so I lost my passion. And my linguistics and psychology classes have been fantastic. But anyway, this person was talking, and I had just come to the realization, watching a game design class online, that game design is, I'm a very generalist person. I do 3D animating. I mean, I'm very bad at everything, but I do 3D animation and modeling. I make digital music. Again, I'm not good at any of these things. Don't start thinking I'm some insane whatever. Literally the best digital music track I've made is like 8 different layers in Ableton Live Light. Not even 5. It's maxed at 8, which is why I said that. The best thing I made in Blender was a donut, and that was from a tutorial. Anyway, I like doing that. All these aspects, and I learned that game design is the kind of the glue, and coding is one of the rarer, if I can put it that way, rarer concepts maybe amongst game design. there are a lot of people who will do narrative design and will do the art for a game, but the coding is the glue that brings that all together. And so that's kind of my new reason for computer science. Taking graphical computing, hopefully, if I'm number 2 on the wait list. I'm taking operating systems, which I think will be super fascinating regardless. But anyway, this person kind of had the same dilemma, and they were like, I'm not enjoying programming for what it is. They mentioned they enjoyed writing, and I was like, hey, don't see programming for programming. See it for what you want to do in the end result. If you want to program to, programming isn't, in big data, it's writing algorithms to recognize faces, to recommend someone the best product, stereotypical general cases. But programming is a modern form of art. This game right here, sure, someone made some textures, and it's a procedurally generated world system. And I'm using arrow keys to make my character flap around. And programming is the medium that art is presented in. And so I said, don't focus on and when you're doing tutorials and classes in college, data structures, algorithms, you can get so caught up in, and I did get so caught up in coding just for those things. I'm coding Kruskal's algorithm to find, different paths for things. And I was like, okay, this is interesting, but what am I going to do with it? Because I wanted to do something with it. And, originally I started coding Java plugins in Minecraft. For calculus, I found ways to incorporate calculus into those Java plugins. But anyway, so I was talking to this person, and I was like, hey, use programming for something you love. You mentioned you love writing. Make a visual novel game. I don't want to say easy, because I do, visual novels are games. I know a lot of people will give, flack for that they're not games, but they are. Not easy, but technically limited in a sense. You don't have to come up with really interesting game mechanics unless you want to. The more popular ones, I would still consider Doki Doki Literature Club a visual novel. It just had a lot of plot twist and a very interesting storyline. I've never played it, but I know about it. Other visual novels, I can't say I've played any. No. But anyway, I was telling this person, like, hey, use your writing, create a story and use programming to represent that writing. Sure, you can write a book, but what about, finding a friend that does art, have them draw work on a story together. You write it, they do the art, and then you do programming for that, and you have your end goal in mind. And they were like, holy crap, you just solved this dilemma I've been having. And I was like, I'm glad. And yeah, so here's the part where I try to think back to where, this is a cool green, to where I was going. But yeah, I guess just recently it's been kind of I've been a little lost, but also I feel like I've found. I'm getting, I realized with my scheduling, I can actually do 2 lifestyle videos a week. I did one video a week this past week. This past week being the week of July, prior to July 18th. So I guess 13th through the 18th, whatever that is, 11th, I don't know. And gaming videos aren't what I want to do. I don't want to become a gaming YouTuber. It would be really cool for the YouTube channel to explode, but it's not gonna. I've been getting awesome comments on Chrono Trigger. Literally that keeps me going. But the lifestyle videos, I gotta stay consistent. I do want that to go somewhere. I never want to become a YouTuber. I don't think that's my calling, so to speak. But it would be a great thing to do on the side. It's a great way to make a portfolio, doing the videos on my monthly projects and stuff. I just got someone on Instagram today who was like, yo, this is genius. You work on so much stuff at the same time. And I'm like, yeah, I love it. Content creation is just, documentation, and that's how I treat it. I have a Discord notification, but I'm scared to check it. And yeah, and so what was I saying? Documentation? Oh yeah, content creation. And so that's been so much fun to spend my time on those videos. And if I've learned anything about myself, it's, I can make videos. For every video so far, except maybe this last one for project planning, was, oh man, I should have chosen another prompt. Oh man, I should have put the language interviews video for another week. But I pushed through. somehow. I genuinely don't know how. And I'm so glad that I did, because they've been fantastic. Talent is arbitrary. That one took me so long. I was a day late. I was like, damn, am I really doing this? And I did it. I got them done, and it showed me that I can do that, and I can push through that. And so those videos, doing one a week, is fun. And I had a comment from a friend who was like, you should do a day in the life. Like, I'd be down to see what you're up to this summer. And I'm like, oh, I totally should. And so I want to do those videos again too, because I realized I haven't been doing vlogs lately, which is kind of what I started out doing. Not really my end goal. But aside from that, you know, coming back to the point where I was saying I'm not working, but I'm doing, you know, the things I'm passionate about, that I've never been able to prioritize. YouTube's never been a priority. School's always number one. Health and lifestyle is now number two. If not number one, but school's really important to me. It's, you know, keeps me structured, but maybe I can talk about structure and scheduling. Maybe not. Stay on track, Mark. I'm gonna do last Minecraft video game therapy. It was Minecraft, and I cut out like all my breaths. I'm not gonna do that this time. This video is coming up on like 11 minutes, but you know, if you're in for the ride, you're in for the ride, right? But yeah, so I've been able to prioritize YouTube, which I've never been able to let myself do before. You know, my dad was, you know, he's like, go for it. I think, you know, you have this opportunity, and you're doing something productive with your time. I support you on that. And I'm very fortunate that he said that. My mom was a little more like, you should get a job, because it's not like I'm, you know, Mr. Moneybags, as Lee would say. Lee, you're never going to see this. And I should go work at the 7-Eleven up the street, work $15 an hour for a shift or something. And yet I don't walk in there and do it. I don't know why. Sure, it'll take up time, but I really should. But anyway, I made a PowerPoint for my mom, and I was like, here's what I'm doing. So I'm doing that, the video stuff. I did a masterclass. I'm still doing masterclasses. I finished Will Wright's masterclass on game design, which was absolutely amazing. That sets a high bar for online classes, I think. Deadmau5, I finished his, and I'm currently finishing up Christina Aguilera's on singing. I always wanted to sing, but it's one of those skills I think that will forever be out of my reach. A quick note on masterclass, if you've ever been wondering about it, it's, at first I was like, this is not worth it. You're not learning anything. But then what I realized is you are learning something. You're learning arguably the most valuable thing about pursuing something you're interested in, and that is consistency, habit building, enjoy what you love. All of the, so far, and I'm going to make a video about this for sure in the future when I finish some more. I have the negotiation one and storytelling on tap. But it all boils down to just do what sounds right. Do what feels right when it comes to making your prototype. You know, if you're working on a synth, just mess around. And these people, they've been doing their passions for years. Decades even, and you know, follow what you love. Anyway, masterclass rant over. I've been doing that. I've been taking notes on Notion, and that's been really big for me. I think having the online lessons is great. I've been doing guitar. I've been getting better at guitar. I know all the major chords, which isn't much, but it's a big step for me. Like, I don't think I'll ever forget them at this point. Maybe the F, maybe B. Nah, never F. That one's got too many traumatic memories. Anyway, that's a joke. But I'm still kind of working on that. I didn't do it today or yesterday, which is unfortunate. It just kind of gets too late. I keep pushing it off. Been trying to get my reading habit back in. That's kind of not related. I don't know if anyone here is from Minecraft still, but they're probably wondering what I was talking about. I'm gonna get into it. Excuse me. It's 9:49. Oh, the best times. Yeah. So the masterclass videos, taking notes on those, making sure I'm still learning. And then art. I'm trying to really push myself with art. I'm struggling to find a reason for art. Which is, you know, having a why is really important to me. You know, keto. Why did I want to do keto? Well, 3 big reasons. Well, 2, I guess. One was, you know, the effects of brain fog were great, but I also wanted to lose weight. I saw a picture of myself and I was like, this isn't me. And there was nothing bad with being overweight. It's just my purpose broke down, to lose weight was the main purpose there. I've never really told anyone this, but one is that like, if I want to be a martial artist, which is something I find is at the core of who I am or, want to be, and I need to defend myself or others, then I can't do that if I can't, touch my toes, if I can't run a mile without dying. And working out is super important. And so that's become a big part of my life now. And I lost like 50 pounds since, and it's great. And the brain fog thing totally worked. I'm not going to go over the other reason, but, having that why, I can't find it with art except for being just good at art. The closest I've gotten is making these really cool gift ideas for people. One is, a comic book style for a friend for these imaginary games we made when we were kids. Neither of them are going to watch this. Another one is to fill a sketchbook with sketches of one person, of that person, and just in different environments from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, Snapchat, and just doing that sketchbook in all these different styles, and like over like a month, just do that. And you have to be good at art, because it's not like I want to hand someone a sketchbook. I want to hand someone a crafted sketchbook, if that makes sense. If you want to take that idea, go for it. And that's the closest I've gotten. And I've been doing Drawbox. It's been great. And I really want to finish it this summer, but I'm not on track to finish it right now. It's slow. I still have to do it tonight, and I'm probably not going to get to it. I just don't want to rush. And I think art is one of the things I'm most scared of failing at. I'm trying to do Udemy lectures online. They're just so long, but they're actually very good because they're going to hopefully help me stick in the habit of, online lectures. I'm taking an overloaded course load this semester, 5 classes instead of 4. I know to some that might not sound like much. So my time's gonna be especially limited, and I got to make sure I pay attention because I want to do really well. I want to graduate a semester early. And so, there's that. I'm working on art, music. I'm working on the online learning master classes in Udemy, and YouTube videos are the top priority. Cowdino wasn't originally a priority, but I've been wanting to play games, and I think I have a good reason to continue the channel, and that is explore different, regions of game design. I genuinely think that is, that is a fantastic reason for me to continue that channel, because I've already learned a lot, especially about myself. Just making the content is great. It's fun to look back on. But yeah, and so essentially what I realized was at the start of the summer, so I run a Minecraft server. If you don't know that, then welcome. And I say this loosely, and I do everything on it. There are mods. There are some fantastic mods who moderate in game. I'm rarely in game these days. And there's Zaf, who's done a lot of work as well. And so when I say I do everything, it's not like I've done everything, but I do everything across the board. For example, you're making a game and I say I did everything. I didn't make every single art asset. I didn't make every single code, whatever. I help with the code. I help with the art. I helped all across the board. I do things all across the board. I do a lot of development for the server. I wrote a custom plugin for Townie, a custom plugin for factions, and things break. And there are bugs with these plugins. Obviously, that doesn't surprise me. Minecraft is a weird game. It keeps coming back in waves, and Minecraft itself dies and then comes back and dies and then comes back. And the server's never going to go down at this point. We've gotten some fantastic donations. People have given me some amazing heartfelt messages. Minecraft has done what I wanted it to do, and I hope that it keeps doing that. And that is giving people not a home, but a safe space. The Minecraft SMPs I did as when I was younger, as a young teen, those were really important for me. For reasons I'm not going to go into, I was online a lot, and those friends are friends I wish I never lost. I'm still in touch with a few, but I don't know. Now I'm starting to get all feelsy, so I'm going to stray away from that topic. But with Minecraft, and this is where this comes down to it, is Minecraft has never been a priority either. And the thing is, I'm starting to move on from it. And I've moved on from Oink before, and then I've come back. I made factions in a week. During school, I am just on the Discord. I'm a community manager at my, that's the big thing that I do. And we have some other developers and people who've shown interest, but they don't do anything. Well, they don't do much, I should say. they're different levels. It's not like I can expect someone to, put in time to develop plugins when I'm not going to do that. And so, on the Trello board, I see a super pick not working. Okay, I know how to fix that. I've already fixed it. I just haven't uploaded the plugin. It's so far in the back of my mind. It's crazy. And it just, I thought originally I needed a break from it, but I'm just not feeling Minecraft anymore. I'll go back to it. I'll upload the fixes. CJ, someone's gonna come on as a trial admin, and he's been super helpful getting things done. It's been fantastic, but and some players are active, and I see players post their builds in the creative channel, and it's fantastic, and I'm so glad it's still active. It's so hard to bring myself to do things. And so coming back to this whole work-life balance, it's like, I think that I made Minecraft into work, and that faction sprint, I made it into work in a sense. And I need to focus for getting through that hole right there. And so now that I'm doing, the YouTube videos and stuff, it's work again, but it's work that gives me an end result that I'm really happy with. Minecraft, to put it succinctly, Minecraft no longer challenges me. And I love community management, but I gotta step out of it. Step out of the coding. The coding, it's so boring. It was so fun because it was so enjoyable to see different events do different things, and it's still fun sometimes, and doing mini games is fun, but once you write arena code for the 10th time, 7th technically, and the code is no longer challenging, it's rough. You're staying at the same level, and I really don't know if I can increase the level of Minecraft. I don't know if I want to. I want to start working on my game when it comes to coding. I've been very distant from coding this summer. But yeah, and it's taken its toll on me. And so when I realized that, I also sacrificed like any semblance of social life. I've become a total hermit. And I don't, I always joke about really not having friends. Last fall semester, I was friends with my roommates. We got along great. I'd consider them some of my best friends now. But there were times when they would have friends over, not in a bad way. And then I just never had friends over. I talked to friends in classes sometimes, but I didn't, I'm just disconnected there. Maybe that's not a truth I should, accept, but I'm just so disconnected. And at the start of the summer / the end of the semester, because I was home, I tried to hang out with some friends, and it was fun for a while, but then I was like, all right, I want to make something of this summer, and I am, but it's I told myself hard cutoff, 7 p.m. every night. But when you blur the line between what's work and what's play, where's your cutoff? If I'm doing schoolwork and I cut myself off at 7 p.m., no, stay focused, I feel like I can do that. But 7 p.m., what's after that? Am I going to record a Cowdino video? Where does that fall in the line of work and play? Before classes every day, am I going to get in 30 minutes of coding on my game? Where is that? Is that, that's hobby project, but is that work or play? And so if I treat everything like work, which I've been doing, I just, I have friends and I contact them, and it's like, oh, hey man, wanna, come hang out with us tonight? It's like, I can't. I have scheduled myself in for things, and unfortunately, I didn't get today's masterclass videos done or guitar done, so unfortunately I can't hang out. And I almost asked them, I was like, hey, can you give me a 3-day heads up when you're gonna hang out? And I typed like 80% of that message, and I was like, that's ridiculous. Another friend said, like, hey, like, I've been playing Valorant with a group of people, and they're kind of all friends, and then I kind of joined the group, but that's I don't know. And it's super fun to play with them. But then I was asked if I want to join some competitive matches, and I was like, all right, you just got to give me like a few days heads up. And then now I'm thinking, like, really, did I actually for a game? It's crazy. It's weird. I don't like it. Oh, that would have been cool if I made that. Yeah. And so, I got to make sure I can give myself the time when I'm not doing, work, hobby. I guess those are the two: work, hobby, play, right? It's from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. work on what? In school, that's easy. If I had a job, that's easy. You work on your job. And then after that, you can do whatever brings you joy. But the problem is, I've made work out of everything. Drawing, I love drawing, dude. I do, but I'm so critical about myself. And I think that's what I love about Drawbox is you write in pen, and I can give myself feedback. But I have too much need to be good at drawing. In a sense, it's the, perfectionist, I guess is the word. I don't really have that with anything else. I should have that with my lifestyle videos. I should strive to make those better, but I try to do different things with those, but I guess, I don't know. The video format's something that'll evolve over time, like Cowdino. But I don't know, I want to keep talking. I'm sorry this video is long. I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're getting something out of it. If you are, I don't know, leave a comment down below. Questions that you think I can answer or talk about or want to hear my thoughts on, let me know in the comments. I'd love to talk about it. I would love to just make this channel honestly, and talk about, subscribers and stuff. I don't, that's kind of weird and self-centered, but what was I saying? Yeah. And so, DevDuck on YouTube, he's a full-time computer science person, and he works on his game in the morning and in the evening, or at least the last time I watched his videos, he did. And right now in the summer, everything is hobby, nothing is work. I work on my lifestyle videos maybe 2, maximum 3 hours a day. Maximum. I don't think I've ever hit that, honestly. Maybe it's max 2 hours a day. And it's not great. It's good because I think I'm getting a lot of work done and I'm getting videos done. And while it takes me a lot of willpower to get to editing finally, I need to, define what's work and define what's hobby. Because I'm editing Cowdino videos late at night. This specifically doesn't count, but I'm not always in the right mindset to record. Sometimes it helps me get out of the, death mindset. That kind of sounds bad. But yeah, so I'm just having a hard time defining what's hobby, what's work, what's play. When school comes around, am I going to try to take art seriously, or am I going to do it in my off time? But if I'm going to do it on my off time, I need structure for that. Apparently that's how I am. That's what I discovered last fall. I need structure. It helps me out so much. And Stoic philosophy really helped me out, kind of getting out of a really negative mindset about, I peaked in high school. It's like, you only peaked in high school if you chose to peak in high school. I could still be a total loser. I don't know, in many ways I am, but I could be, just flying by my classes with B's, not doing any work, and sitting here in the summer and doing nothing but watching YouTube and Netflix, and I don't know. But instead I'm trying to do something with my time, and it's biting me in the butt. I'm pushing people away. That's the harsh reality that kind of brought me here tonight, is that someone sent me a message and it came up in conversation, but I've been trying to be somebody, do it, be somebody. It's really been my motto these past 2-3 weeks, and I did it, and it helped. I'm not gonna elaborate. And I feel lighter, but I've been pushing people away. Sort of inadvertently, but like, hey man, want to hang out? Sorry, I've got this thing to do. I guess it's like a workaholic lifestyle. I don't know. I get enough sleep. I'm playing a game and recording it for YouTube. This is probably one of the more vulnerable video game therapies I'm putting up. That's okay. I don't mind. If I can't be vulnerable, how can I expect others to be vulnerable? Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where I wanted to go for this episode of video game therapy, is just finding balance is tough. Part of me doesn't want balance. Part of me thinks it's okay to be like, hey, you hang out with friends every few weeks, but I don't know. I should hang out with people more. Sometimes the activity is just not fun. I don't know. Sometimes I miss just what I used to do with my friends. Sometimes we'd have conversations, philosophical conversations late into the night. I don't know. Now I'm getting reminiscent, and I'm gonna start getting too specific, so I need to avoid that. But yeah, and I guess I miss those times. Things change. I get that. I just kind of tell myself, hey, it's okay. Oh, this is a really cool map as well. I don't know. I tell myself it's okay to not have a balance. To do, I'm doing what I'm doing. You're doing what you love, Mark. Like, why sacrifice that for hanging out and staying up past 12? Why sacrifice not doing some art when you can play some Valorant with people? Like, why? I don't know. I'll play like 2-3 games of Valorant, and then I can't play anymore, because then I'm like, I should be doing something, and it's an unhealthy mindset to be in. Lately I've been watching a lot of Netflix, and I realize that's a lot of time sink, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna end off soon. It feels like my brain still has something it wants to get off my chest, though. A Discord notification is haunting me, but I'll check it after. But yeah, so you know what? Maybe I should define work and hobby. But I forget what play is. Even when I started playing Valorant, I was like, oh, I want to take this game super seriously. And I did for like a week, and I was in the practice range for like an hour, or maybe once even like 2 hours, just working on my flicks and stuff. And I was like, shoot, I want to play this game with friends. And then I kind of ruined it for myself, because I'm playing and I bottom frag, and I'm like, God damn, I suck at this. And then I don't know. It's tough depending on the group of people you're in. But see if I can make this into the tunnel. No, it's not worth a try. Oh. Rip. What did I do? Oh, I have a map saved apparently. But yeah, I gotta maybe I don't have to define work. Maybe I have to define play. I've been playing Control on my own, like not recording or anything, and that's big stuff for me. I just kind of record whenever I play games these days. But I don't know. I sort of lost a bit of touch with the games. But that's aside the point. Maybe I should define play. I don't know if I can really do it for something like Valorant. Overwatch I can't do anymore. Sometimes I'll go back to Overwatch, but I'll take it too competitively, and I'll be like, oh, God damn it! Like, why'd I die there? Oh man, Mark, your wall jumps suck. For Valorant, I keep coming back to Valorant because it's the most relevant example I feel like that people will be able to understand. Is just like, I just take it too seriously, and it's a game that people take seriously, and that's probably why I shouldn't be playing it if I don't want to take it seriously. Defining play. I don't even know what that means. I'm thinking back, if I pause the game for a short moment, and I look at my calendar, kind of intense. I don't know how heavily I'll edit this video, but if I do, I'll show my calendar for this past week. It's, start off with some Drawbox, try some board cleaning, do some masterclass and video details for Saturday. Sunday I had some stuff, but then, man, it was a freaking busy week. I had a meeting, an interview, work on a video script. I had to write a long email with someone, do some music. I had karate on Monday, record some Chrono Trigger, work on the video with 2 hours of input, Udemy art lecture, edit Chrono Trigger, run an event, sketching, do all this stuff. There's still empty blocks in there, but work out, run, do boxing. Wow, I'm getting kind of depressed now. Well, this is kind of what this is, isn't it? Maybe I should do a podcast. With just this. Me and Tom have been thinking about doing a video editing podcast. That'd be fun. But for now, it's video game therapy. Yeah, so defining play. What is play for me? Is it watching Netflix on my lunch break? TV is like the worst thing ever. It's funny, it's entertaining to watch, but damn TV. Maybe I should take one from I would take one from Ali Abdallah and make it just a social activity, but I don't hang out with friends. At least not often. I'm a hermit. You know, how else would I define, you know, recording Cowdino videos? I would define that as fun. But it still feels like you know, after I record, I gotta put the videos in the right folder, and I have a Trello board. I have 10 tasks on each video. Some of them are multiple things, which makes sense. You know, thumbnails are fun to make, and try to listen to music or whatever while I make them. But at one point, does that change from, you know, fun to work? For gaming channels, I'm sure a lot of YouTubers bombed because it became work. The consistency was hard to keep up with. You know, there is a point, and I think and not because of fame, but because of consistency and level of seriousness over time, the Cowdino Arcade it started as my friends and I just recording Minecraft, but then I kind of took it up a level. Maybe I'm the reason why they left the Pan Studio. No, that's not. They didn't want to do it anymore. They didn't want to record videos. It was dumb. I don't know why I still do it. I'm not gonna blame myself for that. I was still friends with them long after. Yeah, no, that's not a good mindset to get into. What was I gonna? Yeah. So I think I just took it too seriously. Tried to get somewhere with it, but I don't know. I'll keep trying. With masterclass, that's definitely. I don't know. The learning stuff makes sense. It's learning stuff on my own. That has always felt right. I don't think that falls into a hobby category very easily. The lifestyle channel, it's like, yeah, I enjoy editing. Sometimes I kind of dread it just because it's like, oh man, I do all this, but I love the editing process, and that's a part I never really want to stop doing for videos in particular. Script writing has been a lot easier. It's been pretty good. Getting the videos up, posting them to Instagram is tough, dude. Oh man, I get so embarrassed every time I post. Working on game design, you know, is that fun? Is that a hobby project? Yeah, it's fun, but I don't even know. Like, I play video games either seriously or I record them. That's how I have fun. I think the recording is my fun. But for a while, reading used to be fun, but now high school turned it into a chore, I'd say. I think that's a very big problem around. But yeah, defining work, hobby, and play. Title of this video. I hope you guys got something out of this. Hope you enjoyed listening. Thank you so much for listening. I'll make the gameplay volume pretty quiet. I apologize for the glass breaking sounds we'll hear every once in a while. But yeah, that's it for video game therapy this week. Thanks again for listening. That actually kind of helped me. I enjoyed talking about it. So yeah, I'm not going to do any editing on this. It was fine throughout. Maybe in the future, but yeah, it is what it is. So thanks again for watching. You know, don't work too hard, but don't play too hard. They say work hard, play hard, but don't do either of those things. Work hard, but don't overwork yourself. Nothing is worth sacrificing for an attempt at future success. Maybe next time I'll talk about Stoic philosophy. Anyway, have a good one. Have a great morning, I guess. It's 10 a.m. Eastern time. Maybe if you're in some other time zone, it's nighttime. Have a good night. For me, it's a good night. I'm actually going to put this in Premiere and render it while I sleep. So yeah. I've been Player One, Mark, and my office will open up next week. Peace.